economical. Like, he puts pressure on guys without throwing too many punches, and then starts to figure holes out, and the way he can explode and move in with one shot, my God.
Yeah, he very explosive. He's very explosive, man.
You see that truck that fast watching that old wasn't for this music.
Work hard, sacrifices, discipline, time away from my family. How you gonna be
to a guy? What's a guy to a non-believer who don't believe in?
You finna see the champ at his goddamn best of the best of the best of the best.
Will he make it out alive? Alright. No church in a while.
I promise you none of these niggas gonna beat me. None of them. I'm gonna make an example out of Tio. That's the only thing I love.
New York is a problem! Yes, sir! You don't put these two killers in the same building! Woo!
This shadow boxing. 14 rounds all together with that. Then my
Shakur Stevenson's dedication is obvious the moment he steps in the ring. Every move, every defense, every feint screams a fighter who knows exactly what he's doing. Even Joe Rogan couldn't hide his respect. He saw a master at work, a fighter who's sharpened his skills to perfection.
in this field?
Yeah, to the end of the field.
Not
right
to the cone.
Not to the cone, to the other side of the field. Yeah.
Okay.
To the end of the other side of the out of bound line. You play football. Come on, you play JV.
Then you come back to the
Looking
cone.
great. Breathing is good. He's handling the load good. Got a nice spring. He got good spring and good push. Good first step. I like where we are. And we still got a mud, baby.
Joe Rogan gave Shakur some serious props for his defense and ring IQ. The first thing he noticed? Shakur's Philly shell, used so well, it reminded him of Floyd Mayweather. That's no small compliment. Rogan kept pointing out how calm Shakur stays even when punches are flying. One fight stood out. Instead of backing up under pressure, Shakur stayed in the pocket, proving he's no runner. He wanted to show fans he can control the fight right in front of you.
Billy Shell since Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
His defense was incredible.
Yeah. Defense, and he stayed, and that guy was putting the guy from Golden Boy, I can't remember his name, who he fought, but was just a good fighter and was really pressuring him. And Shakur stayed in the pocket.
Yeah.
He stayed in the
He
pocket.
also
Because
said
people
he's
were
not going
calling
to
him a
fight that
runner
way
before.
anymore.
He's not a runner, yeah.
But he said after that fight, I'm not going to fight that way anymore. He said I took too many shots.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he wanted to like put on a show and show everybody he's not just a runner. He could stand in the pocket.
Right.
Then he's like, why am I doing this? I'll box the shit out of these motherfuckers.
Yeah. I mean, he's
Which
a silver
I get
medalist,
too.
that guy.
Yeah. Oh, he's
Yeah.
elite. He's elite.
Yeah.
And just one of the best, like, it's as far as skill.
What do you think of Crawford?
From the start, Shakur made it clear. This fight with Teofimo Lopez was his idea. He didn't stumble into it or take it by default. He chose Teofimo because he's elite, experienced, and dangerous. And Shakur thrives on that kind of challenge. He knows he can win, but more importantly, he knows this fight will push him to the next level, both mentally and physically.
Set this fight up, and I honestly did it because I wanted to push myself. I know that Tio is a tremendous fighter. I know he's on an extremely high level, and I feel like, well, I know that I can beat him, but I know that this should be a tough set, so I'm ready.
Who were some of the other options you had?
Lamont Roach.
That would have been a real good fight, man. But I mean, Teo, he's a bigger name though, so I see why you went with him.
Yeah, bigger name, and also he got the more accolades. He's been undisputed before. He's won belts at 35, won belts at 30, at 40. So he's more accomplished. So I know that would be a better name on my resume.
Yeah, a lot of people saying that this is gonna be a tough fight for you.
I mean, they absolutely right to have their opinion. I already know this guy's good. I done came up in the amateurs with him. I chose this for that reason. Like, I chose this because I wanted to challenge myself. I wanted to put myself in a situation to where I'm able to raise my game up to another level. So that was my whole purpose.
Shakur's approach to every fight is the same. Dominate from bell to bell. He doesn't leave rounds to the judges or debates after the fight. Control is everything. And that chip on his shoulder? It's always there, no matter the opponent.
Do you feel like you got to be real dominant in this fight? Because, I mean, Teo, he from New York, and, you know, you having a fight in New York, and the judges, man. You never know, yo.
He not from New York, but he not from New York. He not from New York. He probably was born in New York, but, like, being from New York is like I'm raised and I'm brought up in New York. And I know him for years and years, and I always seen him out of Florida. Like, that's where he was out of, Florida. So I don't look at him like a fighter that's from New York. So, but do I gotta be dominant? I think every fight that I set up, I want to be dominant. I don't care who in front of me. I want to dominate. I want to beat you to where judges don't feel like they can rob me. So I always got that feeling. I always got that chip on my shoulder.
When it comes to Teofimo outside the ring, Shakur isn't fooled by the hype. He knows Teofimo loves attention and crosses lines just to stay relevant. But all that chatter? It doesn't matter once the bell rings. January 31st is when the talking stops and everything gets settled in the ring.
If you do win this fight, what do you think it does for your career?
I think it put me top 5 pound for pound. I think it puts me like one of the best fighters in my era. I think it just established that I'm that guy. Like, I be one of the 4 kings that they call the 4 kings, and it also depends on the fashion that I do it. So it's gonna be interesting.
But what be going on with this Teo dude though, man? I be seeing these videos online of him making racist comments. You be seeing that, man?
I think he's an attention seeker. So even with the racist comments, even with the homo stuff that he was doing, I think he's just a big attention seeker. He gonna do anything to get attention on him, and I think
Teofimo fired back, addressing rumors that his power is fading at 140 pounds. He doesn't agree. Opponents feel his power early, and that makes them cautious. Sure, it might not look flashy, but the reaction proves the power is still there and still feared.
First time moving up to 140. A lot of these guys can say a lot of things about me not knocking them out or whatnot, but they don't come and try to fight me after they feel this power. So it's for a reason. It carries. It does carry. I mean, I had a good showing with Arnold Barboza. He was #1, my mandatory, and he was too hesitant trying to commit to punches. So I think that it's just something that's going to be a rude awakening for Shakur.
Teofimo almost seemed entertained when people called Shakur the favorite. Doubt fuels him. In his career, the nights that seemed too soon or chaotic were always the nights he performed best. Being counted out, he turns it into energy, not pressure.
I don't agree with that. I think this is a very tough fight to pick. But for you, right, it seems like every time the odds are stacked against you, every time people are picking against you, whether it's the Lomachenko fight, people said it was too soon for you, or the Josh Taylor fight, when there seemed to be chaos swirling around you in your personal life, and that was one of your best performances. Do you like this position?
That I'm someone that, is all about against all odds. I've been like that since me winning the 2015 U.S. Olympic trials and didn't, have my spot for the Olympic berth and to represent Team USA in 2016 Olympic Games. I think my whole thing's always been that way, So even Richard Comey, when I won my first world title back in 2019 at 22 against the champion himself, a lot of the odds were always against me, and I think that's when I perform my best, and I look forward to doing that.
As for alliances, Teofimo shrugged off talk about friends in boxing or Crawford being in Shakur's corner. He's clear. No one fights for you but yourself. Boxing is a solo game. Stand alone. Take care of business. Prove yourself when it counts.
You know, define the odds, man. Everybody be on that side. I think that they all have like some sort of group plan amongst each other. Even with Keyshawn Davis, you know, they all think that they're going to conquer boxing as friends. I don't think there's friends in this sport. I think Malik Scott would also agree to me on that part. I don't think this should be friends. This is a fight business. This is not about, hey, I want you to conquer this division, I'll conquer that division, we'll all be friends and we'll be champions. This is not the Klitschko brothers era. You know, so whatever Crawford and Shakur want to do, Crawford ain't going to be fighting for Shakur. It'll be Shakur in the ring with Teofimo.
Sean Porter predicts a tough style clash for Shakur. Teofimo's twitchy athleticism and unpredictable bursts can throw off timing, and Shakur thrives on timing. Porter says Shakur is elite at reading rhythm, but Teofimo doesn't always give clean signals. That makes this matchup a fascinating chess match inside the ring.
Pierre said, you know, the twitchiness, that athleticism that Teofimo has is what would give someone like Shakur problems because it throws off his timing.
Yep.
Shakur is flat out amazing. I've watched this kid. He can find anybody's time.
Right.
So if you give him the space with just like feints and stuff like that, he gonna still pick it up and he's still gonna find it. I got a feeling this thing is not gonna be boring and dry.
Still, Sean didn't downplay Shakur for a second. Give him even a little space, and he figures anyone out. Fakes and tricks won't fool him for long. But with Teofimo's natural explosiveness, this fight won't be slow or boring. It's going to be fireworks from start to finish.
Because I got a feeling, you're right. By nature, Teofimo is a counterpuncher. He's an explosive counterpuncher. He does not know how to punch. He can't really set it up first the way that he can when somebody's coming at him. We already know Shakur ain't gonna have a lot of offense for him. But at the same time,
where Sean really drew the line between the two was in their personalities inside the ring. He saw Shakur as controlled and precise, someone who knows the exact moment to move and when to strike. Teofimo, on the other hand, came across as a complete wild card, capable of doing something completely unexpected at any given moment.
Like this, Shakur is an ace of spades, but Teofimo Lopez is a wild card. He's still liable to do anything at any point in time, and I just got a feeling that it's gonna be like a Tasmanian, well, like a hyena and a lion. You know, and it's like, is the hyena gonna be able to pounce on the lion enough to get the job done, or is the lion just gonna be able to make his moves, do what he need to do, and snap at him and get him when he want him to? You know, well, the lion being.
Greg Hackett leaned toward Shakur taking this one. He kept saying his mind changed because when you block out all the outside noise and just look at the fighters, Teofimo is dangerous. In Greg's eyes, Teofimo remains strong, fast, explosive, and unpredictable, which is impossible to ignore. He admitted part of him keeps thinking about the moments when Teofimo could catch Shakur or apply constant pressure. Still, he picked Shakur by decision because Shakur knows how to win rounds, handle critical moments, and be ready for big fights. Where Greg drew the line was in what Teofimo would need to do to actually have a chance. He believed Teofimo couldn't sit back and play a calm, chess-like game against Shakur, because that would only play into Shakur's strengths. Instead, Teofimo would have to be more aggressive than ever, rougher, busier, and willing to throw combinations instead of waiting for one huge shot. Greg noted that Shakur punishes mistakes instantly, especially when opponents miss and hesitate. That's why he stayed with Shakur in the end. Jermaine Ortiz also sees this as a fantastic matchup, but he believes Shakur will win because the styles fit him perfectly. In Jermaine's opinion, this isn't about hype or famous names. It's about who can truly control the fight. He feels Shakur's movement and discipline give him the edge, while expecting both fighters to give their best on fight night, though he clearly favors Shakur. When asked about his own fight with Teofimo, Jermaine explained that a fighting style like Shakur's stays consistent. Landing clean punches on someone like Shakur will be extremely difficult for Teofimo. Nothing Teofimo does surprises him, and everything unfolds as Shakur prepared for. That's why he believes Shakur will be hard to hit, and unless Teofimo consistently closes the distance, Shakur will control the fight. Ultimately, this showdown comes down to pride, timing, and who truly believes they own the ring. Teofimo sees this as someone stepping into his territory, trying to take what he built. Shakur sees it as being underestimated and disrespected, especially with people acting like they already know the ending. Once that cage door closes, all the previous talk will vanish. Who do you think takes this fight? Drop your pick in the comments and tell us how you see it ending.